friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to the shed. How is your day today? I hope all is well. Please, as always, let us know in the comments down below. I love hearing from you every single day. If it isn't immediately obvious to you, there's something new here on the show. I have, from the onset of this program, I've never really known what it was I was going to do here. I just kind of turn the camera on every day and talk. If you're new here, that's right. I said every day, Monday through Friday, we do a little show about whatever. And I'm constantly looking for ways to freshen it up, to make it better, you know, whatever it might be. And so this little device is something that I spent the weekend building. It is unfinished because I'm waiting on another row of switches to come in the mail. They didn't make it in time. But, you know, it's intended to look a little retro, to be a little retro, and liven things up a bit. So the idea was inspired by two things, two podcasts that I listen to. One is the Cardboard Podcast with Rich Sommer, and the other one is the Brawling Brothers podcast. And both of those shows record in a somewhat live fashion, meaning that they don't do a whole lot of editing, they just kind of go. Very similar to what we're doing here. I much prefer to just kind of let it go, let it kind of wing it. But I wanted to have ways to have a little bit of fun without having to do a whole bunch of post-processing and a bunch of... I didn't have to bring a laptop into the show. It's kind of like a... I don't want to say a tech-free zone, but this is the shed. This is the place where we kind of come to unwind and unplug. So I wanted to make something that allows me to be a little more like live radio, have a little bit more fun, that isn't necessarily my phone or laptop or whatever. So this little device is actually way bigger than I intended it to be. It was going to be much smaller, but it started life as a set of really crappy old computer speakers that I have gutted. I have used the amplifier out of these in this device. Used the original grills and speakers here. So the amp is in here. There is also an Adafruit, what do they call it? The Adafruit Audio FX soundboard in here. It's got 16 megs of flash memory. What that allows me to do is, well... Oh. Let's turn the volume up. I can now add fun little sounds to the shed while we are down here goofing off every day. And of course we have to have a buzzer. Every now and then I say something that's worthy of applause. Every now and then I tell a terrible joke. And then the other cool thing that I really wanted to implement was to have a way to play your voicemails. The last time I did it, I just played it through my phone and pointed at the mic, but I wanted it kind of like, almost like a vintage switchboard. So we've got this.
Hey Chevee, this is Brian Fisher with Nevermore. Just thought I'd call and say good luck on the shed today, man. Have a good one.
Thanks, Brian. That was mighty nice of you. And this one.
Yes, this message is for Chevee. This is Andy Matthews with Meeple Mountain Board Game Repair Service. We're calling about your test results. Frankly, there's no easy way to say this, but I'm afraid you have mold.
What?
Please give us a call back.
Mold?
We can schedule a time for you to come in and talk about treatment options. Thanks.
That's fun. So once I get the other set of buttons, I have lots of other sounds I'm going to put on here. I'm also looking for suggestions from you guys. What kind of goofy sounds we should have on the show. I know lots of you like the Bugs Bunny stuff that I do at the end of the episode, so I've been kind of looking for more vintage cartoon sounds that I could plug into this. This was a really fun build. I was hoping to have the build video up this weekend, but unfortunately it just didn't work out because it was way more involved than I thought it was going to be. It wasn't just pull the amplifier out of a set of computer speakers and wire it all together. I ended up having to do a little bit of re-engineering and desoldering, and in the end, it worked out. Had to go buy, you know, some fancy brass standoffs and stuff so that I could make it look retro. It's supposed to kind of resemble like a mid-century piece of lab equipment is what I was going for. It's all walnut construction, so it's nice and beautiful wood with some, plywood veneer top that I would like to eventually replace with maybe some sheet metal or something like that to give it that kind of militaristic look from the mid-century. But all in all, I'm happy with the way it turned out. Trying to figure out how to make it a little bit louder, a little bit more annoying for me, not for you. But, I wanted to have it kind of... I didn't want to add these sounds into post because that's not genuine. That's not how we do things here. And also, I wanted to be able to react to them. So as they go, I can... And I'm not just kind of like pandering to a green screen that I add, whatever. So it is what it is. I'm happy with the way it turned out. I cannot wait to get the build video out for you so that maybe if you're interested in how I put it together, or at least how the circuitry works, the little Adafruit Mini FX is actually really awesome for if you've got props or whatever that you want to add sounds to. It's super easy. All you have to do is plug it in with a micro USB, which I have added in the back here. And it comes up like a thumb drive and you copy your files over. There's no programming involved. That's one really nice thing about this setup. So I think it turned out great. I'm excited to begin using it here on the show. Thank you to everybody who called in. If I didn't play your message today, I will play it at some point during this week while I test and use the box. Thank you, as always, for being here. I really do appreciate you. I hope that you have a good Monday. And a good Tuesday. We're going to do a show tomorrow. It's election day. I'm just happy it's all over. So please leave some comments what you think about the... I don't know. I don't have a name for it yet. Let's name this thing in the comments down below. Give me some suggestions other than soundbox or soundboard. We need to call it something. It could be Jerry. Whatever. Let me know in the comments down below. Anything that you want to talk about this week, I will gladly talk about your subjects. And yeah. Thank you, as always, for being here. I will see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from factmonster.com. Sounds like a cool site. I'm going to have to visit that. How long does a dollar bill last? I'm assuming US dollars. That depends on the denomination of the note. A $1 bill lasts 18 months. $5 bills, 2 years. $10 bills, 3 years. $20 bills, 20... $20 bill lasts 4 years, $50 and $100 bills 9 years. Bills that get worn out for everyday use are taken out of circulation and replaced. It seems odd that we would have bills still in circulation from the 70s. But hey, who am I to argue with the math?